홍어.
What is homo?
Hongo? You don't know hongo? That's like fermented stingray.
Ah, it's a really...
I'd rather eat my shit.
Food.
Yeah. So, what do you think of the Korean kitchen?
It's so much better than the Dutch kitchen. No offense, my fellow Dutch brothers and sisters, but it just is, right? Come on.
Oh, it's amazing. It's so good.
In short, I love it.
It doesn't matter which food, they will make it so delicious.
Man, the Korean kitchen is awesome.
They touch, it just gets so much more delicious. Even like the toast, like Isaac toast, it's almost like drugs for your mouth.
Dutch food is not really my style.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm sorry for the Dutch people.
When I came to Korea, I fell in love with The only downside to jaeukbokkeum is that it gives me like severe diarrhea, which I hate.
Everything kind of tastes like either sesame oil or soy sauce, which is fine. I
But
love
that's
it.
true.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
true, right?
Yeah.
I really love Korean food and Asian food. Even the Western food here is like super good.
Like the first time that I ever came to Korea, I could not eat any of the food. And I went into the samgyeopsal place alone. Like not knowing the etiquette, and I was alone, I had to grab some food. Everybody was looking at me. And I tried doenjang jjigae and I became dizzy. It was like the flavor was so different that I became dizzy. But now I love sanakji.
Oh.
I love hyukwae.
What do you think about the Dutch kitchen?
I love Dutch food.
Dutch kitchen is simple. Boring. Mashed potatoes with meat, so boring, and everything is with potato, like fries. But I love fries, so don't get me wrong.
Stamppot? Yeah, stamppot. But I really liked it, like mashed one and like kind of lettuce inside, and with like meatballs. It was really nice.
Oh, actually, I love stamppot. The only thing I've tried for Dutch food is stamppot and drop. And a pancake with a thin and really wide pancake.
Especially like in lunchtime, like every time I go to restaurant or cafe, like they have the same menu. Like it's just basically sandwich with salmon or I didn't really like it.
Yeah, honey! Oh my god, I love honey! I still... Okay. Most of Dutch food are quite plain and earthy and not spicy and not so strong flavor, but I feel it really good for my digest, I think.
What do Koreans eat in the morning?
Kimchi, rice.
Bap. Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably right. What is Korean breakfast? Like rice and pretty much Korean breakfast is Korean lunch also, right?
And do you have like a specific purpose?
I mean, if you eat something in the morning, that's your breakfast. Like there's no limitation. You can't even have like samgyeopsal.
Are you comfortable eating like a steamy bowl of noodles in the morning early?
I don't eat breakfast.
You skip breakfast?
I literally wake up at like 1 or 2.
But early in the morning, can you do it? Can you do a steamy bowl of hot noodles? No, it's difficult, right?
Yeah, it's difficult, yeah.
밥을 먹어야지 한국인은.
그니까. 밥을 먹어서 살아야지.
What do you eat for Dutch breakfast?
What is Dutch breakfast?
I usually just eat a bread and cheese.
I don't know, just bread, I think.
Yeah.
Bread and coffee.
1 cup of milk? No, you don't?
For me, it was really fun to just go to Albertine and like watch the cheese section, and then like I tried every cheese.
Students have their lunch and they're like, oh, this is my lunch, but it's just like bread and 1 slice of cheese, and they're really happy for it. Like, oh, like I'm having my lunch. I'm like, oh, like I mean, that's not lunch for me.
So what about the table manners in Korea?
I like that they share everything.
Everybody is eating from the same pan, what's like not normal in Holland.
Tudum!
What I'm always a little bit bothered by, they're like the smacking. Or like the noodle.
I actually don't give a shit about that.
I don't know, there's something wrong with me.
You should wait before like the oldest person eats, but I don't really have that kind of, I don't really hang with old people, so that's not really a problem.
I know that the way you hold your chopsticks is very important.
I'm not really good at it.
Oh, you're cross? Really?
Actually, my mother told me last time when I was in Holland in last winter, like, why are you slurping your spaghetti? And I'm like, And I'm like, hey, I've been living in Korea for over 2 years.
No, but
Leave me alone.
It's not that extreme. I think not as extreme like China, but you can make the burp sound. Like in Holland, that would be like a total no-go. You cannot do that while you're eating. I understand it because like it's natural. If it comes out, like just get rid of it, but just do it gentle.
So what about the Dutch table manners, the etiquette?
Do they gonna split? Like I'm share food or not?
Right,
Like things
yeah.
like that?
I totally
Yeah.
forgot that we don't share
Share.
food.
It's rude to ask more food. Is it true?
You get coffee or tea, the house owner might maybe pass the bucket of cookie. You pass it and you just have one cookie.
Right.
And you cannot have two.
No, you can't have two. Right?
I don't know, it's just so interesting for me.
Is it true? You get the bread and like appetizer or like main dish, like dessert or middle like soup or something. There's some course and waiting times like 20 minutes.
What is the worst food you have tried in Korea?
I don't like seafood, and I tried samgakji. That was the weirdest experience ever, and
I'm proud of you.
it didn't
You guys
taste like
tried it.
anything. It was so I don't want to say. Okay, it was really bad. Oh, it was horrible. It stuck to my cheek, and I was freaking out.
Hongo.
What is homo?
Hongo? You don't know hongo? That's like fermented stingray.
Ah, that's a really
I'd rather eat my shit.
To start with, there's no worst food. For me, I don't like kukbap or like solongtang because like I really like food with a lot of flavor, and solongtang and kukbap is just a little bit bland. I still like it more than a sandwich with cheese actually.
Yeah, it was fucking terrible. It was like a mac and cheese, but mac and cheese pizza at the Pyeongjeong. I took it and I thought this is gonna be terrible, and I bought it anyway. The Pyeongjeong food can be bad, I guess.
Yeah.
But Korean food is awesome.
I'm not a big fan of I don't know the English word for it, but the laurierbladeren. You know when you eat samgyeopsal, they have these two different kind of lettuce leaves. And one is really like strong.
No, brother. The thing is, what you have to do, you have to combine like a lot of different things onto that.
And eat it together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you just put the meat on that, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It feels like you're eating meat with aquafresh if you do that. But then,
exactly what it
but
tastes
yeah,
like.
but then if you throw in a lot of lettuce and a lot of other things.
I mean, you can mask the flavor a bit, yeah, that is okay.
Yeah.
So what is the worst food you've tried in the Netherlands?
Herring.
Yeah, herring.
After eating herring, you should never think about kissing or something.
I was a little bit nervous of eating like the whole fish on my hand, so
Yeah.
I tried with the bread one, like bread and herring inside, but I didn't really enjoy it.
The gum, the black gum.
Oh, drop.
I don't like the leverwurst. Tastes like exactly baby ass.
And in Sinterklaas, I was in the Amsterdam as well. And I saw like Sinterklaas parade. I was the only adult like between those kids.
Yeah.
And we were like so happy to get this
Paper note.
paper note. Like, yeah, I have a lot. And I tried to like,
Annyeong. Thanks for having me.
That's it everyone, I hope you liked it. Make sure you subscribe my channel, like this video, leave a comment and follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Houdoe!